following game is rated M for mature. Parents should be aware this game contains blood, graphic language, and graphic violence. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, members of the Pride, and welcome back to another episode of Quantum Break. Okay, so I guess we've left this guy just sitting here long enough. Maybe we should go ahead and release him.
We have to get to my briefcase. Then we find Beth Wilder.
Why? Who is she?
She knows about the fracture. I trust her.
Glad you trusted somebody.
Well, to be fair, dude, you're being awfully casual about, like, murdering lots of people. So, I mean, I'm sorry. I would be a little worried about you, too.
Does this feel safe to you?
This isn't my fault. Beth warned me this would happen. Did everything in my power to stop it.
But you never told me any of this.
I couldn't just...
How long have you known?
We don't have time for this now, Jack. We have to get to that briefcase.
All right, I don't remember if I did this or not, so I'm just gonna. Okay, yeah, I was fine. And can I switch? I cannot currently switch weapons. So, yeah, as I recall, I got the long range assault rifle, the short range shotgun, and the heavy pistol for quick assassinations. And yeah, I mean, I'm not sure why.
Before more of them show up.
I'm not sure why an assault rifle round to the noggin would not be good enough to take out somebody with a helmet, but okay. Because I don't know if you realize this, but military Kevlar helmets, they're not designed to take a direct round. I mean, if a round just goes and it's straight on, it's going to pierce through. They're designed to actually deflect off a bullet so that it would ricochet rather than crease your head. So if he gets shot at anything other than a direct angle, it will at least deflect the bullet. But it's of course designed to deflect shrapnel and that kind of thing. And if you happen to bang your head during combat, it'll protect your noggin and it won't keep you from getting messed up. But they're not designed for a direct hit. And even modern, like, upgraded helmet systems, you know, they're designed to deflect. They're not designed to take a bullet directly on unless it's a really low caliber bullet. And I mean, we're dealing with assault weapons. Assault weapons are not low caliber bullets. So, I don't know. I'm a little. So far, I'm not thrilled with the realism of combat yet. Uh-oh.
Paul?
Dun, dun,
Jack,
dun.
I'm sorry, Jack. Paul, what happened to you? What are you doing?
Only what's necessary.
Think about this. You don't know what's at stake.
I know exactly what's at stake. That's why I'm here. You believe you can stop what's coming?
I'm giving you one chance to change your mind. This path, it's already said it can't be changed. The past, the future, I've seen it. I've lived it. For 17 years.
17 years. It was you, the first experiment.
Come with me and we can see this through. Or hold on to your hope and burn with it.
Now listen, I built a device. I can stop this. I can.
You can't.
This is madness. There's no harm in trying.
There is. That's why I can't risk you opposing me, Will. It doesn't have to end like this.
We can't just let this happen. I'll never stop trying.
It took me years to come to terms with what must be done. But we don't have years.
Wait.
Trigger. I never wanted this.
Achievement unlocked! Hold on to your hope and burn. End of Act 1. I guess probably I should have waited, for the last episode. But hey, whatever. Is something going to happen? I'm clicking buttons. There we go. Main menu or continue? Okay. So now what? Now I can go back and do other things? I don't know. Quantum Break. Junction 1. Hardline. PR. 25 hours after fracture in time.
My name is Paul Serene. I founded Monarch Solutions 17 years ago with a very clear purpose. There are those who would question my actions. I'm recording this as a final statement of vindication, a testimony of how things came to be. I've always been devoted to my mission. Never deterred from my goal, no matter the sacrifice. Because I've seen where this leads. I've seen where it all ends.
We have a problem. No word from Jack Joyce's transport. It should have arrived here by now. We may have a traitor on the inside. You're due for your treatment. I'll find who's behind this.
Find Jack. That's our priority. Get your best man on it.
There's more. As you know, Jack's level of interference led to unexpected complications. Witnesses from the university were transported here. You need to take a look. We can't afford any further obstacles at this stage of the plan. Now, I see two options.
Oh, I'm Paul now.
We could use force, remove any loose ends. But if those witnesses disappear,
The public will start asking questions. Potentially turn on Monarch. We had acquired the old Riverport industrial area and dry docks for our Chronon operation back in 2010. After the incident,
Okay. I'm Paul now. So maybe there's no set good guy or bad guy in this. Maybe it's just levels of everybody is kind of swept up in these circumstances. Because Paul is saying, hey, look, I've seen where all this ends, and this is necessary. So,
Sir?
I mean, it's sort of like with Sable. Wait, Sable? No. Cable! Cable from the X-Men. You know, he kind of saw, you know, he came from the future. He knows how the future ends up, and things are really bad. So maybe he's doing these things because it feels like he doesn't have a choice. He has to stop this. So apparently I have all of the, well, at least I have some of the abilities.
Alternatively, I could mount a broad PR strategy, get the city on our side.
All clear, sir.
But that leaves us with
the loose ends.
Precisely. The choice is
Mr.
yours,
Serene?
but keep in mind, the men will view your decision as a unified strategy moving forward.
Okay, that's one way of saying, you know, your actions affect your choices. I mean, your actions affect the future. So
I suggest we deal with the issue at hand. Liam Burke over there can explain the situation in more detail.
Of course. I want this delivered to my office.
What is it?
A reminder.
oh, I just caused a ripple.
Jack would never understand the necessity of what I'd done. It wasn't the death William deserved, but his knowledge posed too great a risk to our plan.
All right. Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say narrative objects. Narrative objects are
It was
good.
the first time I'd visited the Ground Zero operation in ages. The location I'd arrived in when I went 17 years back in time. The location where my fate was sealed 6 years ago.
All right, I'm a little nervous to go that far. I'm afraid I'm going to trigger something, so let's come here first.
How long until the core is ready for transport?
It'll be en route to Monarch headquarters in less than an hour. Installation should be complete before the gala.
Good.
Okay. So, 17 years in the future. He's coming from 17 years in the future in an attempt
Paul.
to...
The men are waiting for your input.
Yeah, calm down, okay? Just relax. I'm doing my thing over here.
We had Jack in custody, but I was starting to witness visions from the future which made it clear that could change very soon.
I think I already... Didn't we just see this? Was that different? I'll have to go back in my thing and see if that was different.
Serene brought down the whole building.
This is that girl.
Sir.
Who is this?
AmyFerraro. She's one of the witnesses. Awaiting your orders on how to proceed.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Paul, we need your decision on how to proceed with the witnesses.
My powers grew stronger, even as the Chronon syndrome worsened. I could choose a path that would become the actual future, but it wasn't optional. The moment wouldn't end until I made up my mind.
Junction impacts. The junction power reveals two potential futures. Your decision at each junction point will steer the stories of both the game and the live action show. Choose wisely. Live action show? What live action show? Hold to show Hardline or hold to show PR? Hardline? Wait, no, is this a choice? I don't know which is which! Hardline or PR? Hardline? I don't understand.
Any potential threats to our plan need to be erased.
Wait.
Monarch would take a hardline approach. Crush all obstacles, eliminate all witnesses.
Oh.
It would be harsh. But I had made hard choices for the greater good before.
I dug through the area and I found everything I could on your bro. This is messed up, man. I trusted Monarch.
But the people of Riverport would turn against us. Our secrets would be safe, but the public would hate us, and Jack would gain new allies.
Monarch's got no authority to stop you, and you tell that to everybody on that bridge.
Huh. Okay. Oh, so I get to see how my choices would pan out. I like that.
Initialize a PR campaign.
I want to stay.
And that violence was because of Jack Joyce.
Monarch would take a PR-friendly approach and manipulate the public into siding with us. Our lies would give us control.
The manhunt continues as authorities search for Jack Joyce.
Hey, somebody's sneaking around down there.
Hey! I think that's Jack Joyce!
We'd use the media to expose, then hunt for Jack.
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch security station.
But the eyewitnesses would be out there, and Jack would learn our secrets.
Huh. So This is interesting. Okay, so we can either set it up so Serene is definitely the bad guy. He murders I mean, no matter what, he's a bad guy. But he basically just straight up kill everybody, but it helps Jack along. But unfortunately, that kills literally everybody. All the witnesses, they die in order to make it easier for Jack in the future because he gains allies with the town. But in order to gain allies with the town, I basically am making the choice to murder everybody. I mean, I realize at this point I'm the bad guy, but I'm also making that choice. Or I could go the PR approach. Everybody is safe in terms of the witnesses. The witnesses survive, but these witnesses are basically used against me, and everybody basically doesn't like me, and it makes my job harder. But at the same, and I basically end up being the bad guy in the sight of the media and public opinion. But all those people live. You know, for me personally, that's not it. That's not even a choice.
We can't risk any unwanted attention. Convince the witnesses not to talk. Keep eyes on them and send them home. Initialize a PR campaign. We need the city on our side.
If I can save them,
Not this one.
I have to.
She's the head of the anti-monarch movement. I think we're looking at the new face of our campaign.
Jack!
There's no other way out. Going through the machine.
Oh, wait. No! Jack! This way! Jack!
I use my power to guide us. To decide how to best prepare for the inevitable end of time. That gives the chosen few a chance to survive. I've seen the end of time.
You have chosen to have Serene take the PR approach. Ah, my friend agrees with my choice. And 75% of the community agrees with my... How interesting! So they actually keep wow, they actually keep track of that. View my friends. Who are my friends? Hey, look, it's Scaldabanco. And he also chose the PR approach. Good for you, Scaldabanco. All right, so... You know, it's kind of nice to know that people would try to take the peaceful way. That's good on them. I mean, I can kind of understand why it would be that some people say take the hardline approach. You know, it'll make things easier, you know, for me to do the job that I have to do later. You know, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, because if Jack has an easier job fixing things at the end, then you know it's like you sacrifice a couple of people in order to save everyone. But it's nice to see that the majority of people would take the harder path, because it's easy to take the easy route. Sometimes the best route is often the hardest one, and the one that makes us look bad, and the ones that make us look foolish, or the ones that nobody understands why we did it, but we understand. We ourselves, we you know, individual, realize that the reason why we had to do it was for the betterment of all, at least to our opinion, to our viewpoint. Obviously, other people's viewpoints are going to be different, as we're about to see. So that's interesting. What is this? Wait, what's going on? What was that about?
Time's up.
Live action! I see.
The one in the middle, I assume that's your mother. The left, of course, your father. And on the right, the little one. How old is she?
Hmm.
114 Lafayette. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's definitely. I mean,
that was taken not 5
no matter
minutes
what,
ago
they're
by
bad
my
guys.
associate, Michael.
What do you want?
I want a statement. And you don't want Michael outside of your house a moment longer.
What happens to me?
Well, that's entirely up to you.
Okay, I'll do it.
I'm so glad we could work this out. Liam, walk with me. Since your work's been undone, we just lost communication with Jack Joyce's transpo.
How the fuck does that happen?
Knowing how isn't important, you just need to find him. Wincott is working on a location.
Great.
What is it?
What?
Something's wrong.
University. That's not how we operate. It was sloppy.
Have all your operations gone smoothly? Go home, Liam. Wait for the call. I'm sure your wife misses you.
Two hours after the fracturing time.
There's Dan. Good thing about our friend Stan is Stan makes it easy. See, the guy goes around using the same username and password everywhere he goes. Now, that means that his cloud isn't so protected. May I present to you Exhibit A. Wow. God, this guy's swinging for the fences. And what is that? What are you doing, Brer?
Coffee cup.
No, I know it's a coffee cup, but what is it doing on my table? The fuck? You know what this is? Do they have these in Idaho?
Iowa.
Whatever. Use it. You tell me what's next, Brenner?
I don't know.
I know you don't know. And that makes me sad for you. All we do now is upload our girl's video to Stan, and our friends at WZWY send Stan a note with some of his private pics. And last but not least, we post a letter. That letter allows Reclaim to take full responsibility for everything that's happening. Signed sincerely, your local terrorist, Jack Joyce. You can say it.
It's pretty awesome.
Shit. Mr. Hatch, perfect timing. Me and Brenner, we just dug up some major dirt on our news director over at WZWY. He'll be running our copy and posting that girl's video within an hour.
Good work, Woodcock. Where are we with Joyce?
Joyce? Well, I got a lock on his transpo. I mean, I've hacked into his camera and I'm waiting to find a locale. It's not incredibly easy.
Keep an eye on it. And when you find him, contact Burke directly. I think we have a traitor in our midst.
Traitor? Hello? Oh, I'll let you go, Mr. Hatch. Thank you.
Was that Martin Hatch?
Get the fuck out of my office. Get the fuck out of my office. Just... Fuck. Give me something. Come on, Joyce.
It's like watching a movie. All of a sudden it stopped being a game and now it's a movie. This is that Liam guy, right?
Em?
Yeah, that's Emily. Emily.
Things have been really bad at work. I'm sorry.
I dreamt you were a cat.
A cat?
Mm-hmm. With these big furry bear paws. Way too big for your body. It was a strange creature. But I knew it was you.
I have to get back to work soon.
You work more than any field manager in the history of field managers. Baby, you haven't been home in 2 days.
Your mom's being difficult.
Oh, I'm
She's
being difficult, huh?
She's being very difficult. What happened? What?
I don't think that's the baby. Okay. You would.
Close your eyes.
Why are we getting so much of the story of Liam?
It's okay, go.
Is Liam the traitor, maybe?
Yeah.
Burke, we got a lead on Joyce.
What is it?
I was able to track his transpo to a warehouse on Burgundy and Wilkins. It's inside ground zero perimeter. Sending you the coordinates now.
I gotta go.
Technological frontiers beyond anything mankind has seen. Along with its innovative research and design programs, Monarch has sought out investments within the city of Riverport in order to rebuild this great city, transforming it into an economic powerhouse over the past...
Dun, dun, dun. the way they depict time manipulation is very eerie. They definitely give you an idea that something is wrong, that this is not, that what's happening is not supposed to be happening.
And has helped eager students from all over the country to further their dreams and interest in technological research and design. And with Monarch's greatest investment in the future being right here in Riverport, it's pretty clear how bright the future is for all of us.
Paul, there's been a development.
Jack.
You've already seen it.
Tonight on the island. He'll be there, and he'll want revenge. I need him stopped, now.
I think our focus may be somewhat misguided here.
Your fifth column traitor?
You shouldn't take it so lightly. Joyce got lucky. He escaped. He's gone. He wouldn't be foolish enough to come back. Our only vulnerability is within, Paul. You should see that.
Telling me what I've already seen.
You're not thinking clearly. You need your treatment.
You've been the face of Monarch for all these years, Martin. But let's get clear on something. This is still my ship.
And I simply don't want to see you go down with it.
Just find him.
We take you now to Riverport University, where a violent showdown shook the town last night. Joining us now is AmyFerraro, an eyewitness on the scene. Amy, tell us, what is going on here?
There were people from our group who took things too far. Things got very violent. And that violence was because of Jack Joyce. I want people to know that he is a very dangerous person. A terrorist.
2 bacon and egg sandwiches?
Sounds like a terrifying thing down there. We really appreciate your bravery going on record to speak out against what appears to be such a dangerous person.
I was over in the lab at the university this morning. Someone solved the equation. Huh?
I've just received word that Monarch security forces have teamed up with local police to hopefully expedite the search for Jack Joyce and keep the people of Riverport safe as this very unsettling story continues to unfold.
Obviously, this is going to be a long episode.
Sup, IT?
You wish I was IT. Hey, you don't have security clearance being here?
Security clearance.
Access granted.
Thought you might have been up all night, so...
You didn't get the runny kind, did you?
No, it shouldn't be. It's cool, they're new. Oh, man.
Fiona Miller. Terminated. You're fired.
So what's the 411? What the hell's going on out there?
The 411?
Yeah, the 411.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine?
Everything's fine.
There was a shootout at the university last night.
Nothing I couldn't handle.
All right. Do you think they're gonna cancel the party tonight?
Are you kidding? No way. Hatch knows what he's doing.
You gonna go?
To a party? Me? Go to a party. I don't know.
We can roll together if you want.
Okay. Yeah, all right, I'll go.
Okay, buddy. What are you gonna wear?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll go naked.
Nice, I like that. I gotta get back to my desk, so see you tonight?
Yeah. I'll see you tonight.
Yep.
Buddy.
Is this supposed to be Jack Joyce?
Buddy.
I don't think so. He doesn't look like Jack Joyce very much. I mean, a little, but I'm not sure who this guy is either. We're suddenly getting a lot of players into this, and they're not giving us a lot of explanation here. And this is a really long little cutscene here. I mean, you know, I'm trying to play a game, not watch a movie.
Liam, this isn't what it looks like.
Fuck, Beth. I really didn't want it to be you.
You need to listen to me.
Step away from the van.
Step away! Right now! Drop the gun.
I can't do that.
You've 3 seconds till I pull.
I have better reflexes.
And you're a marksman for shit.
No. No! Gosh, he's gone. Do you see what's happening?
The stutters.
More and more.
Beth, what is going on?
Time is breaking down. The end is coming, and Joyce could be the key.
Wait, the end of what? Beth, the end of what? The end of what?
Of time. Of life as we know it, the entire universe gone. And somehow, Monarch has been preparing for it. They knew it was coming. There's this thing. It's called a lifeboat protocol, and it can save us, at least some of us.
Hands on your head, down on your knees.
Brown.
Wilder, do not make me ask again. Joyce just took down half my men. You think maybe he had some help?
We're unarmed. I was responding
I do not give a fuck.
Hey, I am with Monarch.
On your knees!
If they take me in, then it's the end for me. And for you.
Down!
Just do what he says.
Do not let them take us. We'll never find the lifeboat. Think about Emily.
Just relax.
Liam!
Shut up!
Gee, it sure would have been exciting if I could have played that instead of watched it.
This lifeboat protocol. What is it?
I don't know. Dr. Kim was at the center of it.
Dr. Kim?
If you can get into his lab.
That's impossible. It's been closed up since he disappeared.
Do you know anyone who could get you in?
See, you guys didn't know that this episode was actually Lion Watches a Movie. Is there a way to pause this? My episode kind of... I can't. There's... Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to pause it there. Okay, so at least now we know what this is. At least we know now that what we know of those things, that's what that was. I was kind of confused as to what that was. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a cool movie. It's enjoyable. It's believable, at least. It's not some of these corny video game movies that I've seen in the past. Holy cow. At least it's interesting, and it moves the plot along. But I want to be playing the game. I don't want to be watching a movie here. So I mean, I realize I can skip through this, but then I'm going to miss what's going on. So I don't know. I feel like we kind of have to watch the rest of this. So we'll go ahead and continue. I mean, it's don't get me wrong. I sound like I'm complaining. I kind of am, because I would much rather be playing this plot rather than watching this plot. I don't know. I feel like maybe the game is trying to do something different here, but I think it's kind of falling a little short. I would really like to be playing this plot rather than watching the plot. Maybe that's just a personal opinion. So far, it's been a pretty cool game, which is why I'm kind of going, why are we suddenly having a moment where I'm not playing my game anymore? I want to get back to playing the game. But in any case, guys, that's going to do it for this particular episode. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do the liking and the subscribing and the commenting down below. You guys continue to be wonderful, and I truly appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, everyone, always remember that anyone can be a mouse that roars, but it takes someone special to be a lion that squeaks. So embrace your inner lion and squeak on. And join me in the next episode for the rest of this movie, where we spend time watching a movie. I'm sure we'll get back to the gameplay at some point.